Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning back to the 6th installment of MTFM. Sit back, relax, grab your beverage of choice. Your programming will begin shortly.
Is it insane? My life's in your love's hands. Is it insane? You gotta hold on me. When you're near, all of me trembles. Slightest touch, and I'm no good. When you walk out of my door, I want you more. Is it insane? I was the one who called them fools. Oh, being blinded by love. Now it's me who can't break free. Even though you're with her, I still feel you in me. And I know when you kiss her, you're wishing that it was me.
Thanks for tuning back to MTFM this week. It's a pleasure to have you. I hope you're doing well. Working on MTFM is amazing. I absolutely love it. I get to express myself, I feel like, and also I get to find new music. So speaking of new music, here's a new song released not too long ago, Northwest 3 by Baker. I gave it a listen and was like, this is pretty cool. I don't know what it is, but there's just something that attracts me to this particular song. So without further ado, here is Northwest 3 by Baker here on MTFM.
The lost Life is yours, before and after, 'cause my heart is torn. I think I found us the answer in end up with you. I might end up with you. I might cook food for two. I might end up and end up with you. I might end up with you. I might cook food for two. I might end up with you. End up with you. End up with you. End up with you. I'm on the way, speeding through space. I could stop or pick you up on the way. Took me some time, but it's nothing to you. Took me a while, but I told you the truth right from the start. Shot for your heart, being all messy. I tore you apart, loving on you 'cause your friends wanna pre. Show you the world 'cause I don't wanna sneak. Next day, first summer, my last rape. You had me bugging, I can't wait. You had me starting like we say. NW, still on the avenue. Tried to let go, but I'm falling in love with you. Sipping on pain, cool like a mint. Fly through the end 'cause I'm finally free. The last laugh is yours, before and after, 'cause my heart is torn. I think I found us the answer in end up with you. I might end up with you. I might cook food for two. I might end up and end up with you. I might end up with you. I might cook food for two. I might end up with you. End up with you. End up with you. End up with you. Think I found the Northwest one, the best one. Lost her shit, still found a head spun. Hope baby girl still learns a lesson. Think I found a place for you too. Think I found a place for your mood swings. Either way, I hope that you choose. Northwest free, I hope that you move with me. Northwest me, got nothing to lose. Think I found a place for you too. The last laugh is yours, before and after, 'cause my heart is torn. I think I found us the answer in end up with you. I might end up with you. I might cook food for two. I might end up and end up with you. I might end up with you. I might cook food for two. I might end up with you. End up with you. End up with you. End up with you. End
MTFM.
So I was reading in the news recently, gaming Chromebooks. This is a bit bizarre, but there's rumours emerging of gaming Chromebooks. 9 to 5 Google has found in the Chrome OS a RGB keyboard support. Now this isn't for external keyboards or Bluetooth keyboards. This is for built-in keyboards. I mean, at the moment, some Chromebooks do have a backlight, so that bit of the code was already in there, but it's been further developed to support both red, green, and blue values. There's also suspects of these Chromebooks having Intel 12th Gen Alder Lake CPUs. The Chromebooks are notorious for having the low-end Intel chips. Intel Atom, I think, is one of them. Some of them even having some old Celeron chips. So it's interesting to see this being put into Chromebooks. Nvidia and MediaTek is also working together to bring RTX graphics to Chromebooks. This is a bit bizarre because why would you need RTX graphics support on a Chromebook? So, all signs are pointing to it being for gaming. Now, the retail price is unknown, but if the current Chromebook prices are anything to go by, Chromebooks are reasonably cheap. You can usually pick up a somewhat decent one for a couple of $100. So hopefully that those gaming orientated Chromebooks stay low as well, which will be interesting to see how that fits in with the current market now of gaming computers and peripherals and all that sort of stuff. Well, not so much peripherals. I know graphics card prices are through the roof due to crypto mining and all that sort of stuff. So if they can make something that is reasonably cheap to put in the hands of gamers, that'll be quite cool. And also I feel like that'll get a lot of the younger people gaming. I mean, Chromebooks are designed for classwork, so this will be interesting to see how, if you've got this gaming oriented device in classrooms, kids in class are more likely to game. I don't know. I guess only time will tell. Up next is Porcelain by Moby, here on MTFM.
This is good.
Thanks for listening to MTFM.
MTFM.
I have a pretty extensive music collection. I mean, you can just ask anyone that I know and they'll tell you that I have a fairly big music library, and sometimes, I mainly use Spotify. Spotify is my go-to for music streaming. It's on my phone, on my laptop, on my desktop, all of that sort of stuff. It's just easy to use. But however, I have a whole iTunes library, and I've had a couple of people go, well, why do you have iTunes when you've got Spotify? And the thing is, sometimes, it's great having Spotify on your phone or your computer or anything like that, but sometimes I just want to sit down and listen to an album, and I don't want to be interrupted. I'm the one who hits the pause button, not someone calling in or a text message coming through and taking that attention away from the music. So I have a couple of iPods. I know they're obsolete, all that sort of stuff, but if you're into iPods and modding them like I am, they're so much fun. I'm just in awe at having this device in my hand, and just thinking back to that time where this was how you used to listen to your music. It's nostalgic, I guess. I never could afford an iPod when I was younger, so it's cool now that the prices have dipped. They are coming back up as people are collecting them again, but the prices have dipped, and it's been really, really cool to get these devices and play around with the technology that I didn't have at the time. I remember the first iPod I had was an iPod Shuffle, and I used it to bits. I still have it, but it doesn't work anymore. So I wanted to play you one of my songs from my iPods. So without further ado, this is Hold On by John Lennon, here on MTFM.
Hold on, John, hold on, it's gonna be alright. You're gonna win the fight. Hold on, Yoko, hold on, it's gonna be alright. You're gonna make the flight. When you're by yourself and there's no one else, you just have yourself and you tell yourself just to hold on. Cookie. See the light. Oh, and when you're warm, really warm, well, you get things done like they've never been done. So hold on.
Thanks for listening to MTFM. On the phone, I've got Michael. How's it going, Michael?
Yeah, no, it's not too bad, Mouse. Not too bad at all. Thank you for having me.
No worries, my pleasure. So just before, not too long ago, we were talking about gaming Chromebooks.
Yeah.
What's your opinion on gaming Chromebooks?
Well, thing is, I think it's interesting because Chromebooks have just always had this fucking reputation of just being the most dog shit computers ever. Just being terrible.
Got ya.
Oh, they're so bad.
Mostly being used in schools.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting seeing whether or not they're used in schools, and whether or not that'll affect kids' learning.
Yeah, that was my next.
Specifically buying a laptop that's labeled a Chromebook that's made for gaming, you know?
Yeah, that was my next question that I was going to ask you, is what do you think the impact on school learning will be if someone was to have a Chromebook with the capabilities to play video games? Do you think that will negatively impact on people's schoolwork, on kids' schoolwork?
The thing is, it just depends. The problem with the main problem, like, is just probably discipline. Like, they would
got ya.
obviously need to, they would need to, like, you know, tell the kids and sit them down and say, hey, these are for school. You can play games on them just after you've done your schoolwork, and then, you know, threaten them with, you know, taking away their computer and, you know, all that kind of stuff, you know. You've lost computer privileges, you little punk.
Got ya.
Although, I mean, if it was myself as a 10-year-old, I'd be, like, jamming CSGO in the back of the room, popping off in TF2 in the back of Mac, just being like, this Scout's my man.
Do you... So, I mean, Chromebooks are mostly used in the educational sector, but do you think that people will get them for just like a personal gaming laptop? Do you reckon that will be a market that Google might be able to dip into, that whole gaming laptop market?
Yeah, that could be pretty interesting. I'd like to see different models and what Google could do, because they've got a lot of resources. I'd like to see what they could do if they, you know, eventually started to do proper, like, fully dedicated gaming laptops. They could do, you know, the Chromebook could function as an affordable gaming laptop for, you know, somebody deciding to dip their toes into the, you know, world of games. And what have you, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Hey, Michael, thank you so much for coming on. It's been a pleasure having you.
It's been a pleasure being on the show. Thank you for having me.
Awesome. Up next is By the Firelight by Midi Matilda here on MTFM.
You want, maybe you can have it all. Oh, with moves like a gypsy, you put a spell on the dance floor. It's no longer a question, 'cause we aren't learning a lesson. Can we continue role play? No dancing and dismay. Everybody else can leave, but I want you to stay. Won't you lay me down beside the river line? Won't you throw the fears away? Oh, you be the crystal, I'll be the crystal. 'Cause I can see through what you're trying to say. I want your color in a world shaded with gloom. Oh, we could be a campfire and how we'll light the moon. But the sun's gonna rise soon. Just forget to mention love to build attention. Let's not wonder if it's right. Can we continue role play? No dancing and dismay. We might not have the chance on another day. Won't you lay me down beside the river line? Won't you throw the fears away? Oh, you be the crystal, I'll be the crystal. 'Cause I can see through what you're trying to say. Won't you lay me down? Won't you lay me down? 'Cause I can see through what you're trying to say. Won't you lay me down?
You're tuned into MTFM. Mechanical keyboards. Now, before we were talking about RGB keyboards on the Chromebooks, and a majority of you guys, I would say, are gamers. And you probably have the Rigibur, the stuff that makes your computer go faster, all that sort of stuff. It's 100%, by the way, it's proven. It's not. It really is. However, your peripherals are the things that you use every single day to interface with your computer, and you would want some high quality, stuff that isn't going to crap out on you. Now, what a lot of people seem to do is build their own keyboard, which is, you can get it the way that you want. If you build it yourself, you can fine tune things. You can make the switches feel exactly how you want them by processes of like lubrication and things alike. It's also an extension of yourself. It's a way of showing your personality, because this is a custom device, and being custom, no one else has it, which is really, really cool. The mechanical keyboards can be very, very, very expensive, thousands, even tens of thousands of dollars, but you can build a budget one for around $200. I think that's what I spent on mine. Now, it's nothing fancy, but it feels good. It feels decent. I would put it on par with something like one of those Logitech or Razer or Corsair gaming keyboards. It's nothing over the top. However, it's custom, and that's what I like about it. I also like the switches; they feel really cool, and the aesthetic. I've gone with some SA style keycaps, and they're really, really cool in my opinion. Although I know our dear listener Zach, I know he's probably listening to this and thinking, I hate those keycaps, they're rubbish. He always goes on about my pause key, so what are you going to do about it? Come and change it? But no, it's an extension of yourself, and I think for reasonably cheap you can get a pretty decent board, and the community is really welcoming in my opinion. I've had a great experience with them. Up next is Bad Bad News by Leon Bridges here on MTFM.
Education, but I can see right through a powder face on a painted fool. Let me slip through. Why you tryna hold me back? I'm just tryna move up front, little more this, little less of that. Can you feel me? Let me come through. I'm tired of being in the back. I'm just tryna move up front, little more this, little less of that, yeah. They tell me I was born to lose, but I made a good thing out of bad news. I don't worry about people in my face. I hit them with the style and grace, and watch the ankles break. Whoa, whoa. I know you wish I would fade away, but I got more to say. Lord, they pray. Ow! Let me slip through. Tryna hold me back. I'm just tryna move up front, little more this, little less of that. Can you feel me? Let me come through. I'm tired of being in the back. I'm just tryna move up front, little more this, little less of that, yeah. They tell me I was born to lose, but I made a good thing out of bad news. All day, all night. Alright. All day, all night. Alright. Oh, wow. All day, all night. Oh, wow. Alright. Oh, wow. All day,
You were tuned into MTFM. It's that time again for the weather. Today's been partly cloudy with a high of 24 and a low of 15, and the outlook for this week is following. Wednesday, cloudy, high of 25, low of 18. Thursday, mostly rainy, high of 23, low of 19. Friday, also rainy, high of 21, low of 18. Saturday, pretty much through to Monday, is raining. Highs of 20s, yeah, around about 20s, and lows of 17s. Unfortunately, that's all we've got time for this week. Tune back next week where, yet again, I hope to have some better topics to talk about. Remember, if you wish to request a topic or a song, get in contact with us at the email down in the video description. It's mouse.mtfm@gmail.com. Let us know, just pop on, say hi. You know, if we're friendly, we don't bite. Thanks to the catchment. Without their ongoing support, the show wouldn't be possible. So a huge shout out to the team over there. You guys are doing amazing. I'm Mouse, and this is MTFM. Thank you so much for listening.
Me
we do.